Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Make sure you guys hit that like button. It's Nets Kingdom. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn those noties on. We're gonna be uploading a lot during the season, so make sure you hit us up. I'm here with Saint, and I'm here with Cypher. Cypher's in the building, and we're about to break down this quick little Nets preseason game 2 versus Maccabi Ranana. I hope I said that right. Maccabi Ranana.
Yeah, I
Um,
tried. I
yeah.
tried. I
Mhm.
tried to pronounce that numerous times, and
Yeah.
yeah, no.
And we want to shout out to all the everything that's going on. We were praying for peace in Israel and everything that's going on. So we're not gonna get into too much of the politics, but we're just gonna pray, send our prayers, and help everything get settled. But yeah, so today's game, man, first quarter, second quarter, it looked a little ugly. You could see the Nets are struggling in this drop coverage. Jacques Vaughn was I guess he's trying to implement this drop coverage defense, and we were kind of getting cooked by him. It was kind of embarrassing. I think I texted Jay.
Oh, oh,
Jay might pull up later. I
well, let me
texted
ask you this, dude. Pause
yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Okay, I've never seen this team before in my life. Never heard of them, so I don't
No,
know. I don't even know what adequate, like what level are they realistically at? Like, put them at a level that I can understand.
they're not. Just think of like a semi-pro team. They're not really pro. They're a pro team
Like,
in Israel.
are they better than like the top
I would say a
college
little bit
teams?
better than they're probably in the college. They're probably in the top, like the best NCAA Division One team. They're below that.
Like, I
So I
think
would
if they
say,
were in college, that team would mess up a lot of
yeah,
teams.
yeah. If they were in college, there's still better teams in college, more talent in college than this team.
I mean, that team also has like guys who couldn't make it to the NBA.
Yeah,
So there is a lot of professional talent
I
on that
would,
team.
Yeah,
I would say
some
in
of those
between pro
guys.
and college level. I would say in between college but more towards college
I
is what I'm
wasn't
saying.
trying to hear everybody's voice because partly I had it muted doing different things, but
Yeah,
some of those guys look familiar on that team. Like, I've seen them before. I don't know where, but I've seen them.
Some of those guys did used to play in the NBA, but they just couldn't make it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the talent, like I said, that's why this is preseason. We're gonna overreact to the Ben Simmons and the Harry Giles. We're gonna do that, but just think
I
about it
don't
like
think you
this.
have to overreact. I think there's enough there though to
Yeah,
be
but
like,
they're gonna say
there's
we're
enough there.
overreacting.
Yeah.
They're gonna say we're
I
overreacting.
don't think it's well. I think there's enough to be there to be excited about and not
Yeah,
be overreacting at what you're watching because
yeah,
no matter who they're playing, he's physically doing things that he wasn't doing.
yeah. So what I'm saying, yeah. So I sent a text to Jay. I was like, "Yo,
What?
we better
What?
not
Hey,
lose to Maccabi." Oh, there he is.
do you want me to send him in and get him up here?
There he is. Yo, Jay. Yeah, I sent a text to Jay. I was like,
Uh,
"Yo, we look. This is kind of embarrassing because we were getting cooked by Maccabi in the first quarter, a little bit of the second quarter because of this drop coverage. Like they were just hitting a crazy amount of 3 point. Shout out to them because they were hitting their threes. And then I think of kind of the flips, the switch kind of turned in that middle of the second quarter. Ben Simmons started getting going with the playmaking, and this is what we were talking about before with Ben Simmons. Because last year we didn't see this. We saw flashes of it, but it was just it's a different level of confidence and a different level of athleticism that we're seeing from Ben right now. Again, the playmaking. I think he had 6 assists. And he was getting to the rim. The defense was aggressive. I mean, he was getting in guys' faces. You saw him dive on the floor. You saw that when he dived on the loose ball. And
yeah.
this is preseason. He's diving on the floor in the preseason. So that's the energy that we love. And so seeing this version of Ben, it's like I am so excited, but it's like I'm still kind of like he's still got to give me this over a consistent basis during the season.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna let y'all sing, but we're gonna. How
I
you feel
mean,
about the Ben Simmons? Mhm.
okay. So, and I remember like my issue for him has never been like his skill set, right? Because like
Yeah,
we've always known what his skill set is as far as outside, like everything outside of offense, we know what this guy brings, and we know when he's healthy what that brings to a team, right? And clearly, towards the end of whatever issues he was having in Atlanta, against Atlanta and not being able to score, and when people are freaking out about him, whatever issues he had with the Sixers, it's like clearly he's past that. And clearly he has something to offer. I'm pretty sure whatever issues he was having offensively, you can tell that like he's clearly worked and his confidence is showing you that he's like, if he's listening to what the Twitter birds and everybody else and all these people are saying about how you're this, you suck, you're that, like if that's in his mind and he really wants to prove him wrong, like he's for his first couple games, he's showing you like I'm not even really worried about like the point totals and the just his ability to run around. Like, okay, perfect example. Tonight, there was, I don't know if you remember this, there were like, and I've been seeing this a lot. He's getting down the court so fast or has so much more flexibility. At one point during there, he was running backwards faster than somebody running forwards.
Yeah.
And he had to wait for them to catch up to be able to pass the ball to them.
Yeah.
But like he had a vantage point where he saw the whole court and was watching the whole team run up towards him. It just, his movement has been the biggest thing for me because I feel like as long as he had flexibility, movement, wasn't stiff, pause, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you once he has that back, like all these things were in his bag. It's just,
it was just the back.
He couldn't move. Clearly he couldn't move the way he wanted to. So if I'm looking at last year's Ben, and then I'm looking at him just in the couple games where you're seeing the movement, I don't blame him for not really like killing it before he had the surgery.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't blame the dude. Like, why would you? I'm about to have back surgery. I just told you this.
Yeah.
I'm going to have something similar. Like, why would I want to like risk
everything to
risk everything? I got 8 more years to make for retirement. Like,
yeah.
So
go ahead,
I get it. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Simmons. With Ben, I was a huge critic of Ben, as you all know. I think, I'm glad to see that he's back. Like, he looks fantastic. Like, just, the box score. I mean, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. But just physically, he looks different. He's moving. He's just moving so fast. He's got that athleticism back. He had that, I think it was early in the first quarter, he had that steal. And then he finished for a dunk. That's something I was waiting for him to do all last year. And he just never did it. And, now he's back. It's just good to see.
Yeah.
And with Ben, the criticism, I think because he doesn't shoot, it's always going to be something that people like criticize him for. It's going to be something that's always going to follow him around. But he's always been at his core an all-star level player.
Yeah. And it's like the shooting is like, you guys are wanting Ben to shoot threes. I don't even want Ben to shoot threes. We've got, like I said, the fact that he took two mid-range jumpers in these first 2 games, I'm very happy for that. Like, this is all I want. I just want him to shoot. And I don't even care about the result. Just the confidence of shooting, because a part of basketball is you got to have a quick mindset. You got to go quick next to the next play. You got to shoot a shot. If you miss, you miss. You got to move on. You can't just harp on that one play. You know what I'm saying? You watch Giannis, and I said this in the our DM saying, if Giannis can average 30 points on downhill Euros and dunks, Ben could average at least 18 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least give us 18 points.
You're making a valid point. Yeah, like I mean, granted, and this is the other thing too, right? Like we're watching clearly Ben Simmons did a lot of work in the offseason to be in shape for camp. Like, and it's showing. Like I think he's probably, if not one of the, top 3 in shape guys in camp.
Yeah.
And I only think it's going to hopefully, the long term of a full NBA season, it'll be interesting to see how the back holds up and how he gets back into game shape. Because if his back stays healthy and he's in a full, good halfway through the season, a little bit more game shape, like, bro, he's gonna be nasty out there. Yeah. Especially if we really dial in our offense like offensive game plan of like who's coming in when, like who are our go-to shooters. Like you're kind of starting to see who's kind of rising to the top a little bit with these, like who some of the guys might be, and then how they're setting up the games, like with who's in and who's out. So it's going to be interesting, man. Ben is a quality problem to have this year, because I'll say this and shut up. It's either he gets so much better, which benefits the Nets as a whole, especially if we make a trade for a star and he's still there, or you make his value skyrocket if he's not really what, like if Sean Marks and them are like, hey, he's great, but he's not part of our game plan. Well, there you go. He just skyrocketed his value. Like there's a lot of teams that could use his services that there's no way you couldn't tell me there's teams that couldn't use his services.
If you're joining us right now, please hit the like button. We're recapping the Nets just beat the Maccabi Ranana. What was it, 134, 122, something like that. So going forward on Ben, it's like just the confidence itself. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? I love taking the jump shots, not worrying about the results. You know what I'm saying? Being aggressive first, think basket first, and then you can make off of that, because your aggressiveness, you saw in the second quarter, it switched like that flip kind of, like we were kind of lagging with the defense, but then Ben got in the game. He was creating so many open threes for McHale, open threes for Spence, open threes. So these threes and Spence and McHale, shout out to them, shooting great from three. They were shooting unbelievable from three. So it's like Ben being aggressive it makes us better. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to get open threes from it. That's Jay.
Yeah, Jay's. Look at Jay's giving us,
my boy.
Jay's giving us the Scorsese driving through New York City, watching.
Yo, my guy is really driving right now.
Right, look at it. What's up?
Oh, that's the Clay.
Brooklyn. Yeah, he's in Brooklyn.
Yo, my boy Jay. Jay's giving us a lot. You don't get this anywhere else. You don't get this kind of footage anywhere else. Only on this kingdom you get.
You don't get game reporting driving
from
back
the
Barclays.
So
out there with the people.
Yeah, Charles, go ahead. Go on your Ben take.
Ben Simmons did what? that's what I tweeted out. He did what?
Yeah.
Ben hasn't done that since his rookie year.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Nah, it's beautiful. As far as Ben, I want to see more of that, honestly. His first time in a minute, he looked spry. He looked athletic. He looked like the Ben Simmons we were anticipating getting from the Harden trade, and it's not much to really say on that. He did good. I hope he does this in the regular season.
Yeah, man.
Imagine real quick though, and I'm talking go back before Kyrie even left, right? And we got Ben. Imagine if this was the Ben we got when he got here.
Oh my God! Don't yo.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I hate to think about that, bro.
I screw it. At this point, you got to think about. I don't care. But it's would he have
this Ben with KD and Kyrie? What?
Yeah,
bro, come on.
That would have been nasty.
We'd have won the championship.
That would have been nasty. If you had somewhat close, we'll assume for the sake of the discussion that you had a prime not a prime, but you had a pretty close to returning Ben Simmons of what he was.
Did you see that Brian Lewis report saying that Ben was healthy? Katie would have said.
Oh yeah, that was cap. That was cap. Don't listen to that.
Yeah, no. But I just it's those things like that pop out sometimes where it's wow. Imagine if we saw this guy with that. Would have it changed anything?
The preseason game last year when we played the Bucks, I think it was preseason, but Ben looked really good in that one game. It was with KD and Kyrie, and then I had so much hope. I was like, oh my God, this could be special.
This could be, yeah.
But then it just all down. It just his back and then the injuries and then.
Ben, a healthy Ben has always been a cheat code. You're talking about number 34 from Milwaukee, who has no bag whatsoever, but just bullies his way to the basket.
Yeah.
Ben in Philly could get to the basket whenever he wanted.
Yeah.
If he had the right pieces around him, he's a cheat code. And he's always been a cheat code.
Yeah.
Nobody asking him to be a superstar, not right now. It's asking him to stay healthy. Don't put up triple singles, man.
Yeah, bro,
and play with confidence.
If he adds that little fadeaway post jumper too, like if he adds a little mid range, oh my god.
No, I would disagree with that from this standpoint.
Yeah,
he has that because he does it right before the game. I mean,
Oh yeah, you watch his warm ups, right, bro?
His games, and I'm gonna record his warm ups.
Yeah,
he shoot. I'm talking about he taking like 50 shots, and he's making a bunch of them. And then when the game starts, he don't shoot any of them.
Yeah, because we've seen him the summer workouts and then the warm ups. He is nailing threes and nailing twos. But I'm just happy he's taking
he makes
it.
And what's crazy too. I mean, I get it. Granted, it's no pressure, but it's not like when I see him taking those shots, it's not like his form is horrendous.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? Like.
No, I always said Ben has like when he first got here and I watched like film of him shooting, I was like, his form looks good. It's just, I tell you, it's just the mental part of it. It's the confidence part of it. That's really
but if you think about it too, though, if you think about what his type of game is, like I understand, like it would be nasty if he could just be like driving like that and just like do like all of a sudden stop and do a pull up.
Yeah,
it would be unguardable, dude. You know
that's
what
I'm saying,
like,
because people would have to sag because people already sag off when we play Ben. They're already sagging. So if they keep sagging and then he learns how to just pull up in that midi area, like you know how Russell Westbrook used to do.
Oh yeah.
So is that what you're saying? Like, because I'm not even saying like you were saying before, where you worry about the three. I'm not even saying that. Like, just introduce a little pull up midi to your game.
Exactly.
And that just changes so much. Like.
Yeah, bro, it would really unlock him if he does that. Let's see, and it gives me hope that he did. Like at least he shot them in preseason. But
how many fake could he do on that shot once people know he has it, and then he just goes right by him?
Yeah, it's
like whether he gets the ball. You know what I mean? Yeah,
he's 6'11" and he has like the speed of a guard and the ability, the switchability of a guard. So it's like he would be, it would be.
It would be nice if he put that. Yeah, that would be nice.
So yeah, I want to get to. Well, we're gonna talk about Mikal and Spencer next. Mikal, we know what Mikal is gonna do, but going forward into this year, it's like we gotta really admit to ourselves, Mikal's gonna have to average at least 25 points per game and up for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Ben's gonna do what he does, CJ's gonna shoot threes. But Mikal is gonna have to be that number one option for us going into the year. Now, are you guys like confident in him getting that 25 and over points per game, or are you guys kind of like hesitant about that? You think
I'm not.
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
Y'all think you can do it?
Yeah.
I think it's possible. No, I think it's possible, but even a problem I saw tonight. How many shots did he take?
Oof.
Let me pull up this stat.
It looked like he took a lot.
He took 20.
Cypher, you have
20
it?
20 shots. And how many points did he score?
23.
That can't have that. Yeah. That's not efficient.
Yeah.
20 shots for 23 points is not efficient.
That's not good. Yeah, you're right.
I'll say I think he can score 25, but how does he score the 25? I need efficiency. I'm not asking him to be a 50, 40, 90, but he needs to at least be 50, 40.
Yeah. Do you think that? Well, how many shots do you think he should average? Like at least 25. Well, how many shots do you think he should take every game?
16.
16.
Yeah, I can do that. 16 to 18. I can agree with that.
That's the thing, and this is where the coaching comes in, because, like Jay was saying, we don't want Mikal going 8 for 20. So you got to make sure you get some plays where he can, because Mikal loves being off ball. He's a natural wing off ball guy. So him coming off screens and setting up running plays for him, like running exact plays for him, like we do for KD. When KD was here, we did that every game for KD. We would give him, running these coming off screen plays. Not so much ISO for Mikal. I'm talking about just coming off and getting your shot off.
I think you're
coming right off the curl.
Yeah, coming right off the curl. You know how he comes right off the curl? He has that fade. Yeah, stuff like that can give him quick buckets and get him going. So I feel like that's where the coaching comes in. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want people to think that I'm talking bad about him, but 8 for 20 in baseball is a great 400 is a great average in baseball. In basketball, you did not shoot well if you shot 8 for 20. You did not have a good shooting game. Shooting 40% is not a good shooting game for anybody.
Yeah, I agree. Now with Spencer, this is the thing with Spencer, right? Because Spencer's Cypher put up the stat 8 for 11 in these 2 games from 3, and he's been shooting lights out from 3. We thought I know it's preseason, but I didn't think Spencer could shoot. I know everybody's gonna say, "Oh, it was Mavericks, Luka Doncic, he shot this and this," but still,
I got some news.
I'm still kind of hesitant. Is Spence really like this from 3, or this is just all a facade or something? Yeah, bro, because he's been shooting kind of crazy from 3, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So if he could be that, this is where the starting 2 guard comes in, because CJ's gonna come back and he's gonna start. So it's Spencer Cam.
So AJ, I actually have Spencer's career shooting numbers, and for his career, he shot 37% on catch and shoots, but he's always shot 30% on pull-ups. So now that he's just taking more catch and shoot threes, mainly because Ben Simmons is there to help, he's just allowed to just be more efficient.
I think that's what it is, because he doesn't have to pull up and do his Harden impression and shoot kind of fadeaways and pull up threes.
And I will say this, just having Ben Simmons be who Ben Simmons is right now, just in these 2 games while Spencer's been out there, he demands so much more attention in running the offense that Spencer doesn't even like. I haven't been annoyed at Spencer these last 2 games at all. All the things that I get annoyed at by Spencer, when Ben is out there, and I think even when Ben hasn't been out there and Spencer's been there, he just seems to be so much. I don't know. He doesn't
within
seem
the
to
offense.
be he doesn't seem to look like he thinks he's in charge kind of thing. And it looks like he's rolling along. And I like it. I mean, the guy can shoot. Let's not pretend like he can't be clutch at times and can hit big shots, because he has. And it's been working. Real quick. Somebody on Twitter. All right, Jay, and I know you brought this up, so this will be questioned, but it said they're saying a reminder that you could sign Giles to a 2-way, and it's they took an excerpt from Simmons. It said a new provision on 2-way contracts in the new CBA will informally be dubbed the Harry Giles rule. Harry Giles 3 rule, which will allow NBA players who sit out an entire season not to have that year count toward their 3-year maximum service for 2-way eligibility.
Wait, what? The Harry Giles rule?
Yeah, I know that rule came from Jason
Tatum.
Tatum.
In the previous CBA, a player with less than 4 years of service was eligible to be signed to a 2-way. Initially, those same parameters were set to go unchanged in the new CBA. Under the old rule, Giles wouldn't have qualified, but they're saying he does now.
Oh, because he's played NBA seasons before?
No, but he sat out the last 2 seasons. He was drafted 6 years ago. That's what they're talking about. He was drafted 5 or 6 years ago. Saying you really having an old man moment, man. I told you this on Spaces after the first preseason game.
Can I without indulging? It's not an old, and I will say this: it's not that I'm old. It's there. I may have been under the influence. Okay, so that I'm gonna blame it on that. All right. When you have back pain leads you to
Jay.
I'm sorry.
After you left, Jay, I will put it in the chat, yo. After you left the Spaces, I heard some bubbling. I heard some him. No. I'm snitching. Him and Cash, yo. Him and Cash were having the fucking lava lamp war, yo. They were having a lava lamp war.
I'm just saying,
hilarious.
I'm like, Cash to some lava lamps right now. Like, what's going on, bro?
Cash, we had a fun time. That was a fun night.
That wasn't bad for these Spaces, though. I'm like listening to you guys fucking light it up in this. Yo, follow Sailor on Twitter so you can get these good Nuts Kingdom Spaces, yo.
Nah, but what I was saying about Harry Giles III.
Yeah,
you have to sign him to a 2-way because Harry Giles III, skills wise, people will never mention him as one of those people who, if he never had injuries, if Harry Giles never had injuries, that guy has Hall of Fame talent. If he never had any knee or leg injuries, he has Hall of Fame talent. You could see, and I know people say it's just preseason, you could see tonight his offensive ability and his jumping ability, and off of however many leg injuries he's had.
Yeah, imagine him without it, my God.
Without the injuries. And I don't like to do the what if game. I really don't like to do that. That guy though, that's why I'm saying he has to be signed to a two-way, because God forbid he gets hurt again.
Yeah.
They would be wasting the roster spot. Right.
Yeah.
And they would have to get rid of him.
I look at it, but you give him a shot. I mean, dude, just like when I posted it earlier on Twitter, like Sean Livingston, like I always loved that story. Like Sean Livingston was one of my favorite players in the NBA. I was excited when he came in, and when he got hurt, but to have him come back as a net and kind of help rebuild before he went on to, like, that's what I'm down. I'm behind this guy. He would be a great addition to the team, to be a good story, to stay healthy and actually showcase some talent.
Yo, can I say something and people are going to be upset that I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway?
Yeah, go ahead.
Him tonight in this preseason game looked better than Day'Ron Sharpe has looked in any game in a Nets uniform.
You may not be lying,
We've never seen Day'Ron Sharpe give what he gave.
No. Not true. The game you got to give him one game, Jay. The game with KD, Kyrie, Harden,
the Chicago game,
and Kessler. You got to give him that game.
No,
bro.
The Chicago game was nice, but he ain't put up the stats. Like he ain't put up.
I know, but I'm just saying, like that
it was a nice.
He had a game against the Cavs.
Like the Kessler and Day'Ron game, that was like their best game ever. But I hear you.
I knew when we signed Harry Giles, bro. I knew how skilled he was. Even Pat, I think it was Pat Bev who said it. Somebody's podcast, it was either Pat Bev or Paul George. They're saying coming out of Carolina before the injuries, he was one of the best players they've ever seen to come out of Carolina. Like he was insane. Like with the athleticism, he can shoot. Like I'm talking about 3-point guard shooting. He can shoot. He has an off the dribble shot. You know what I'm saying? Then he has post moves. I think that's what gives us like a different dimension too, because Ben can throw it in the post to him, and he can turn around face, drive, turn around, pull up, hook shot, right, left.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, AJ.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying if he turns out the way we're hoping and thinking, right? Like he low key might be the best pickup of the offseason for us.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you.
He has to be healthy though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if he's healthy and he plays well, and you get a good season from, damn, that talk about low risk, high reward. Like
even adding to what AJ was saying.
Yeah.
And it was just Sunday. Was it Sunday? No, Monday when they played the Lakers.
Yeah.
They played him with Clax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that goes back to what you all were talking, AJ. I meant to chime in, but I was fooling around driving. That goes back to when y'all were talking about Ben Simmons, about what he's doing in game and how he needs to take shots every now and then. Harry Giles, and Harry Giles.
You're robotic, Jay. We can't hear you.
Now?
You're breaking up.
Yeah, hold on. You're breaking up a little bit. He's going through the tunnel. Oh, he's coming back. He'll come back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, but where's Chubbs? Chubbs, where you at, bro?
Nah, I'm here. I'm watching baseball in the back, so I don't want to get. I want to get copywritten, but
who's playing right now?
Oh yeah, I didn't want to get copywritten.
It's a good ass game. Phillies Braves going on, flipping back and forth.
Oh, Jay's back.
Man, he's back now. There he is. So what were you saying, Jay?
I think you heard.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I was saying Harry Giles is showing you an issue with Ben that y'all talked about, and even with Clax. Harry Giles III does not, his in-game shot is, he has no confidence issues with that. That's Ben Simmons and Clax's number one problem. Both of them are scared to shoot in game.
Yeah,
we saw.
I agree.
We lost you again, Jay. Jay, we didn't hear anything after that. Both players are scared to shoot.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you hear you.
Yeah.
Keep going. You was cooking.
I was saying in game, Harry Giles shoots the ball. Both of those guys are scared to shoot. On Monday's game, Clax did not attempt the jump shot. He didn't even look like he wanted to shoot a jump shot. Anytime the ball was passed to him outside the paint, he passed it to somebody else. He didn't even look at the rim. And I was like, come on, man, we saw these tapes this summer of you actually shooting jump shots. You have to do it in the game. Yeah. We've seen Ben do it in practice. These guys don't have in-game confidence. Harry Giles III has in-game confidence in his shot. These guys need in-game confidence in their shots.
And that's a fact. And people don't know how important that confidence is, because being confident shooting like that, it affects your jump shot. You know what I'm saying? And you like the reason Harry Giles' jump shot looks so natural is because, like Jay was saying, he's not afraid. You know, he can go right up into it. No hesitation. You know what I'm saying? And Claxton and Ben, it's like, for Ben to shoot, it's like he has to kind of be forced into it. You know, like it seemed like the jump shot he took tonight was good, but it was kind of like, okay, he was in the post, nobody was moving, he had to make a play, kind of like that type of shot. But we're talking about like somebody leaves you wide open and you get the ball and you're wide open on the mid-range, or you're wide open in the three, you got to shoot it. No hesitation. You know what I'm saying? That's how you learn, and that's how you grow. Same with Claxton too. You know what I'm saying? No, that was great points by Jay. Let me read.
I didn't see what happened. What happened? Did Lonnie Walker leave the game too with an injury?
Yeah, his wrist. He had a wrist contusion.
Damn. You got 2 players hurt now. 3 players hurt.
5 actually.
Dayron, Lonnie, and CJ. Yeah, CJ. Damn.
5 players.
That's crazy right now. I mean,
I
think
X-rays
CJ's
on.
Be good.
They got X-rays on Dennis Smith Jr.
Who was the 5?
Dayron, Cam Johnson,
you're talking about
Lonnie Walker,
DW. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. You forgot Derek. Yeah, he's talking about Derek. Yeah.
Dennis went down.
Yeah. Damn.
X-rays were negative on Dennis Smith Jr.
That's good. I thought it was just more like a really high roll ankle sprain.
I stepped out of the room and then I'm like, what? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I saw it. It was kind of like he didn't have to take that shot because it was kind of like a chuck shot. I don't know if it was at the end of the shot clock, but the guy was right up under it. It should have been a flagrant, because this day and age, but it's preseason. The refs are taking vacations. So it should have been a flagrant.
I remember the guy who fouled him did a similar thing to Dinwiddie, and then Jock Vaughn yelled at that guy.
Yeah.
You know who we got to talk about? We got to talk about Clowney for a second.
He actually looks decent.
Do you think we judged him too harshly?
Yeah.
I'm going to say no, because
I'm like when we first saw him in summer, like after we picked him, then Summer League was absolutely atrocious. And you have to say that in the last 2 games, yes, it is preseason.
Yeah.
Against some higher competition, he actually has looked better. So I'm not saying he's ready to jump in like he's the next big thing. He's the next Cam Thomas type shit. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. Do you think we kind of judge him?
I'm gonna say it's still harshly? Too early because this game is not. These were against non-NBA players, and the Lakers game was against garbage. But like I said, he's looked better than he did in summer league. I'll say that. But I'm gonna say it's way too early to say he's.
I'm not going to say he's garbage. I'm just saying he needs, I will say this. Whether he has the ability, I don't know enough about him if I was a player to judge this part about him. But, from what I've seen, if he has the makeup to have, a high skill set and a good work ethic, he's going to be an interesting type player once he kind of fills out a little bit and then finds, what his game is in the NBA. He's –
I'm still not sure.
Let me add on.
I don't want to just dump.
I'm not going to say that. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to.
I'm not dumping on him because I think people. But I just think people judged him too harshly. That's all.
I was just annoyed that Leonard Miller wasn't still available.
Because he played like trash.
Well, I know, but people were saying like he's never going to be an NBA player, and I don't buy.
Oh
that.
no!
I guess
yeah, that's too far.
That's where kind of some people were coming at him like he was a waste. And
no, that's way too far. Like I said, he's
like there's a difference between drafting for in-game somebody who can play now and a project. He's a project. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah, the reason I was upset at Sean for drafting him is not because I had Noah Clowney who was on my draft board. Like people don't think like I had him on my list of people to draft, but it's just that I was mad because Sean chose to. The upside is way too like his upside is great, but it's like 3 or 4 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 18, he's 19 years old.
Out, yeah. No, you're right.
It's like,
but I mean, I guess it's not. Well, yeah. But I mean, think of this. Think about when we drafted Cam Thomas, and some people were like questioning the draft. But it's like you look at it now, and it goes to Jay's point about Cam, where hopefully he develops towards the end of his rookie contract, where it's like you're getting great value. It's like, where are you going to get scoring like Cam Thomas, like Jay said? That was probably the best thing Jay said about Cam Thomas' situation was, like, where are you going to get that level of scoring for that price?
Yeah.
Like, why get rid of that right now? Like, especially when it's your biggest need. Like, I get it if you were getting a superstar, maybe you would entertain it, but
hey, I'm willing, and I know it's preseason. I'd like to see what Clowney looks like on Monday, especially if he goes up against B-Ball Paul.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're playing the Sixers, right?
Playing the Sixers on Monday. B-Ball Paul made us look really, really stupid in the play.
Oh God, we looked terrible.
I would.
We helped Paul Reed in his contract.
We did. Absolutely.
we totally did.
Absolutely. But that would be a good matchup. Clowney, show us that you can do it against him. Because he had a foul tonight where he was holding this guy by the waist, and I'm like, come on, man, that's a rookie foul. Like, learn how to play defense by moving your feet, man.
Yeah. He has a decent knack for rebounding. I'll give him that.
His game you realize how his game kind of changed. Like he's kind of turning more into like the traditional center. Like remember during summer league, he was shooting like hella threes. he was shooting like that. Everything he was shooting. He was shooting every shot. He like if he got the ball, he would shoot it.
He would just
now he's like turned more into like the.
Well, isn't he the one too
Jared
that
Allen
said?
Type
but isn't he the one that said, "Well, I played behind this person, so I really didn't get to showcase my, like, I could take over." Like, isn't he the? I think he was the one guy that kind of said that, and then he went into the summer league, and it was just like, like, it was bad. Like he made some kind of comment like that about he's about to ball out, and I was like, oh man.
If you're joining us right now, please hit the like button. We're recapping the Nets beat the Maccabi Renana in the second preseason game. Ben Simmons.
Anybody on the panel say that correctly?
No, I'm 100% no. He butchered that name all the time.
I bet you it's either Cypher or Jay. I think are the only ones that could probably pronounce that.
Nah, don't include me. I'm not disrespectful.
Were you you were at the game tonight, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, can I say about Clowney? Because I don't know if y'all were going to talk about him.
Yeah, keep talking. Yeah.
The same way Clowney has looked better.
Every time Jay's going to say something.
Look worse than he looked in not preseason in summer league. Jalen has looked way worse.
Yes.
He looked like
Jalen Wilson
goods in summer league.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looked way worse than summer league against in these first two games. Like he was, all of us were looking like, wait a minute, he's gonna crack the rotation.
Yeah, everybody was saying he's gonna crack the rotation.
I think part of that is if you look at that summer league games and you look at there was no game plan. It was like go play, like coach, go score, like go win the game for it, like go win. That's what I thought summer league. And now he's like in a system where he's asking to do certain things. I wonder that has a lot to do with it. I think he's very capable of scoring. I mean, but he hasn't looked good the last couple of games. There's just nothing there.
Yeah, but even in summer league, though, some of the way he was getting his buckets was off of hustle plays. He hasn't even made those in these 2 games. It's like he looks a step slower than he was in summer league. Probably because the competition is ratcheted up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's getting that rookie wall. He might be hitting the rookie wall early, bro. He's still got time, but it's like the plays you were talking about. I feel like he's trying to find his like role with the team, like because when we put the second unit in, Spencer did a good job with the second unit today, but like our offense with the second unit is just like scrambled offense. Like everybody looks like they don't know what they're doing. Everybody just doesn't, the plays don't look right.
That's why I wonder if Cam is going to wind up. I wonder if Cam is either going to be starting or a 6-man.
I think he's going to start off as a 6-man because I don't.
Because I just like I do think if CJ comes back, you have McCall, Ben, Clax. I guess that's the ultimate question: is who is that other starter? People are
CJ comes back when? Has anybody even?
If he comes back.
No.
Yeah, I haven't heard any updates.
Right. No, but has any of the reporters asked? They keep asking about other stuff. If they asked that, when is he going to be back?
I know CJ said that he was going to play in preseason eventually.
That'll be interesting.
He said eventually. Well, how many games we got left? 2 more. What? 2 more? 2 more preseason games. So
shout out to Ramon. I mean, yeah, another good guy that's been playing decent has been Armani Brooks as well. Watford didn't really have the game like he had the other day, but he had a good game the other day. He was playing well.
Armani's a shooter, man. You put that man anywhere,
he's got a clean shot, man.
Yeah, you put that man anywhere.
Like his shit is straight up like perfect.
Yeah,
with Jalen Wilson in summer league, he was getting a lot more touches though. And tonight.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like it was free roam. There was no game plan. He could just do whatever the hell he wanted.
But that's what I'm saying. But even with the second unit, it's like it's still just a bland offense. Sometimes I'm looking at Watford bring up the ball and everybody just standing around and passing. Like no one's being aggressive.
I'm 100% with you. They ain't running no offense.
No.
They not.
Yeah.
They just out there running around.
Yeah. Like the first unit, I saw a play for Cam. I saw a play for Cam. I saw a couple of sets with the first unit, but then as soon as like Ben and the guys went out, it was just looked disgusting. It looked disgusting. It looked disgusting, bro. It was like, what is everybody doing? Everybody.
Well, I hate this. I hate the feeling like it's. I get the feeling like it's tryouts right now. Like we're.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. I think between some of these injuries and what we've been watching, it's going to start taking shape. It's going to be real. Man. I the only issue I have with this team is who is going to start along Ben, McCall, CJ, and Clax. I hate that once again, there's something that is a hole in our, like you've heard me, Jay. I know you've heard me complain about this. AJ, I know you've heard me say this. Where I'm so sick and tired of starting a season where your starting lineup is never guaranteed, like at all. And I understand that it fluctuates with a lot of teams, but you generally know who's starting on most teams. And it's just like knowing that one spot, like what's like, I'm sorry, but Spencer Dinwiddie doesn't make me feel good starting. Cam Thomas, there's some, I like that. I feel good about it, but I have some concerns. But because I like the balance attack of having him come off the bench as a 6-man too. But
the way our second unit looks, it's like it doesn't look good right now, bro.
No, it doesn't. Like
the reason why I'll advocate for Dinwiddie to play off the bench is because
I want him off
his playmaking. Because when he was playing with the bench, like he averaged 6 assists tonight. Alongside Lonnie Walker.
Yeah. Lonnie Walker's another guy that's going to be really crucial for our bench too, man.
Yep.
Like he's going to be he's like a microwave scorer.
Yep.
So he's going to come off the bench and he's going to have to light it up because I told you this. I said this last stream. I think we're gonna be a top 10 defense, but we're gonna be like the bottom of the league offense. I think our offense is gonna be like probably 20.
I don't know. I think I will say this. I think we're going to start the season pretty at the bottom offensively, but I do think there's enough pieces there that if they stick them together and they're not like making a trade and messing it all up, I think they're gonna get it together. This group just needs a lot more work than, unless all of a sudden we see something completely different when the season starts. There's a lot of work for this team to be done, especially again tonight. Like, you saw them again trying to work defensively, and they were against a much lesser team, and that team still was getting off threes left and right. Like, they got good shooters over there. No disrespect, but like that's 2 games in a row where it's like every three looks wide open.
For us to crack
from the other team,
to us to crack like at least the top 20 in offense, because you know how good offensively people got in the offseason. Dame going to the Bucks, the Celtics big 3, the Suns big 3, the Nuggets, like all these teams are going to be some high power. There's going to be some crazy offensive games, like offensive teams in this league. So it's like, to us to crack at least top 20 in offense, like Ben's got to be on point. CJ's got to go to he's got to up his points per game. Mikhail's got to give us 25 plus. Class got to give us 12 and maybe 10. So for us to even just crack that 20 offensive, top 20, because this league it got better. This league is gonna be crazy high powered offenses, yo. Like, we're gonna see some next level offense in this league, bro, with these teams now. But
just the pace, but
the pace is just, oh my god,
I'll be back.
I'm about to end this soon. Make sure you hit that like button. Going forward, bro, it's just like, I'm just excited to see if Ben, CJ, Mikhail could really up it and really like take this team to the 6th seed, at least a 6th or 7th seed. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy with a 6th or 7th seed. I'll be happy with a playoff first round. And all I want this team to do, because I have no expectations, like I don't think anything's going to happen, but all I want is one. I just don't want to get swept. If we make the playoffs, just give me one game, please. I'm tired of getting swept. If this team can go 45 and whatever, or 48 wins, whatever, 44 wins, make the first round, just please win one game. That's all I'll ask, Nets. Just please win one game is all I want. And if you lose, I'm okay. But yeah, any last words for y'all, I guess? Because
no, hang on.
hang on. All right.
Yeah, no. The next Philly. Let's beat their ass.
Yeah. So, any last words, Saint? I'm going forward.
I mean, what I will say, my general feeling about this team right now is there's definitely a lot of nice pieces there, like low risk, high rewards, that are starting to show a little bit. Hopefully we can escape the injury bug too bad. Yeah. Hopefully none of these injuries are, they're just minor, normal, happen when you play type crap. But there's a lot of work. I think there's a lot of things to be excited about to watch this team that are going to be fun. But at the same time, like, they really need to dial in how they're going to play defensively, because whatever they're doing right now is not working. It looks ugly. It looks like they're playing a foot from everybody all the time. The best defensively I've seen them play is actually getting the, in the passing lanes, breakaway, like dunk steals. Like, that's been good. But as far as guarding the perimeter and how defensively they're going to handle inside now that Day runs out too, it'll be interesting. But I'm excited. There's Nets basketball is back. That's all It's getting bored.
Yeah. Put in the comments what you guys, what are your hopes for going into the year? I'm going to read some shout out to Ramon, BB, JR, who else is in here? Chills, Marty, John Richardson.
100 people.
He said, I'm glad we didn't get Tyler Hero.
But what if we did get Tyler Hero and we still had Cam Thomas? Though?
Why you hate Tyler Hero? What's wrong with Tyler Hero, BB?
I'm saying, like, you see kind of how the offense look. If y'all saw how the offense look now, adding Tyler Hero, that's oh my gosh. Like, that's
imagine if you added another fucking pure shooter like that.
This offense needs help.
Offense. Yeah,
this offense needs help, baby. We need help in this offense.
Yeah, we need any form of offense.
Yeah,
like I agree, Tyler Hero is expensive, but understand, like, we do need the offense.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: say we had traded for Tyler Hero, would he slide in that 2 spot?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then have Cam come off the bench. Yeah, that would be See, that to me feels good. I like that. Like, I just don't like that. Okay, my last words are not done, AJ. Okay, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, they're not done. All right, I'm coming off camera. Like, listen, the fact that we're starting another season where we're like up to debating like who it's gonna be, like, because really it's SD, it's Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
I don't know what I said, Rose. I don't know what I said.
No, Lonnie's gonna be in the bench, so don't put
Lonnie. I mean, yeah. Lonnie.
He's been playing great this preseason, though. He's been playing amazing.
Yeah, he's been a dog this preseason.
But let's be honest. The quality of player you're asking to put in there, Spencer Dinwiddie, Cam Thomas. I'm sorry, Lonnie Walker's not too far off from either of them right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Cam carries both of them in scoring.
Yeah.
But as far as other levels of skill, they're not all far off. So it's like you really could make anything work at that second. I just hate that we're starting another fucking season. Another one where it's like we don't even know what the starting lineup is going to be.
But here's the thing, though, Saint. Chubbs, you go first.
Saint, would you rather have a question mark at scoring guard to have multiple question marks at the 4 and 5 spot?
Chubbs? The fuck does that have to do with what I'm asking?
But no,
I'm joking.
The Saints point. Even our front court is not for sure though. Our front court is not up for sure right now because Harry's not signed yet.
But I feel better. I feel better about our front court right now at the moment.
Absolutely.
Than I do a start. Like, to me, the starter's a little bit more because it's like what you're gonna.
Besides Claxton, Dayron, who else was killing it to you guys in our 4 and 5s? Who else? You know what I'm saying? Like
Clax, Dayron.
Like Trendon Watt was supposed to be our Baisley he's looked god awful, and he's supposed to be our backup 4 or 5.
What's crazy is you see his Baisley's energy, but he's all over the fucking place. Like, he has the athleticism. He has like
Baisley had 13 rebounds tonight.
What's that?
He had 13 rebounds. Like, offensively, I see a problem, but his defense is so good.
Yeah, like, I just think Baisley's another guy that hopefully maybe this coaching staff can calm down a little bit. I just feel like Baisley's just kind of like running around there with his head cut off a little bit, it looks like. How old is he anyways? And how many years has he been? What's his?
I think he's 23.
24.
So he's been, 2 years in the league? 2-3 years?
He's had a couple years with OKC. He had a stint in Phoenix.
Okay.
But yeah, his biggest weakness is just his 3-point shooting.
It's going to be interesting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
That 2 guard is unsure. We don't unsure about that, though. I mean, like I said, it's supposed to be a competition right now.
The thing with the Tyler Hero is
that sucks. It sucks.
If we had Tyler Hero, it does answer the question of the shooting guard. But here's the thing, though, and this goes back to Cam Thomas. I'd rather wait like 3 or 4 months to answer the question if Cam Thomas's upside is just that good. Because if Cam Thomas could average like over 20 a game, making the money he does, and all we have to do is just wait 3 months to see, then that's our answer. Like, I agree if we had Tyler Hero,
of course,
it would solve the problem. But he's making $27 million.
Real quick, I'm sorry. I did say this is a heavy pause. That's a heavy pause. I'm sorry.
Wait, when did you say that?
I did say it. Well, I said Tyler because I was like, we were talking about bringing Tyler Hero in. He would fit into the shooting guard spot. And I'm like, Tyler Hero feels good. I'm like, pause. I didn't catch that.
But to what Saif says, I'd agree if Cam Thomas pans out to be a suitable option at the 2 guard, then that comes to the option of what the hell do you do with Spence? Because not for nothing, Spencer Dinwiddie to Tyler Hero is an upgrade in a sense, no matter how you chop it up.
Oh, Spence is
gone. Tyler Hero is a reigning 6th man of the year. So if Cam Thomas does develop, then that turns to, do you want to swap Spence for Tyler? In a sense.
Dude, in a second. I mean, I
would do that in a second too.
Spencer just doesn't. I don't know. I just feel like
he doesn't fit our timeline.
He doesn't fit our timeline, and he doesn't fit what. Like, I just don't think he fits what this team like.
He's the oldest player on the team.
It's not even the age; it's just the way he plays and the way everybody else plays. Like, he can, but I don't know. It just doesn't fit. He doesn't make sense. I think he's redundant. When you have Dennis Smith Jr., that could potentially get better. You got Cam Thomas coming up. You've already got Ben Simmons. Like, I don't know, man. I think if you can move SD at some point, you move him, dude.
That's what I'm saying. If Cam goes crazy by the middle of the year, by the trade deadline, you got to think about moving Spencer for our draft capital, or moving one of these guys, either Spence, Royce, or DFS.
I can't imagine. Maybe tell me if I'm wrong, Jay, or anybody, but like Royce, DFS, Spencer Dinwiddie, I can't imagine their names won't be brought up a ton at the trade deadline.
Yeah, they're probably the most expendable. Yeah, especially when you're looking to move contracts to get capital or get a decent player. They're definitely,
especially if we're bad. Like if we are trash, like.
Or say we're not trash, but we know we're not. I mean, dude, they know. I don't care what anybody says. They know they're not winning the championship this year unless they all of a sudden made a trade for.
Say we're the 5th seed. Are you still trading Spence, DFS, or Royce at the trade deadline?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if we're the 5th seed,
we're not winning it, bro.
It depends on what the return is.
I'm sorry.
It really does depend on what the return is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, unless you were really if you were in 5th and you were making a trade, and like he said, depending on what type of assets you were looking to acquire for those pieces, that changes the conversation, right? Like, are they in a deal to get a great superstar and you're 5th in the East? Yeah, boom. Or are you 5th in the East and you really know you're not going anywhere, but hey, I have an opportunity to stake some really good assets that are going to help me in the offseason. I'm doing it.
I just say Spence because this is Spence's last year, so you don't want him just to walk for nothing. If you're going to trade him,
I hope he's not.
Royce got one more year, and DFS I think has like a couple more years or whatever.
Jay, tell me Dinwiddie's not in their long-term plans. Jay, please, Jay, just please.
You said Royce has another year. What year?
You got another year?
No, DFS. You said, or no, Royce doesn't have another year. Is that what you said? No, Royce doesn't.
Yeah, I thought Royce has another year.
No. This is his last year, bro.
Oh, this is Royce last year?
Yeah,
he's a free agent.
Then you gotta get up. You gotta trade him too.
Yeah,
you gotta get that. You gotta get something for him. Get something for him.
SD, but
DFS has how many years? DFS have
2 years, and then he's got a player option.
Okay, see, DFS could probably stay just because he's 6'8", he's athletic. We could use him.
But he's got it, and he's
Royce and Spence. Though. You gotta give him. If we're not good, well, you guys said if we are good, you said still trade.
But Jay, I mean, like I said, dude, and Jay, I'll say this, and then Jay, please answer the question. If we're not unless you were trading for some magical superstar that would literally still allow you to win the championship in the middle of the season if you were high in the Eastern ranking, that just doesn't seem plausible to me right now for this team. And it's like, if you can cash in on these guys, yes, you do it. Even if you are 5th in the Eastern Conference, you are not winning the championship with this current makeup of the team. And even if you don't make any changes at the trade deadline, you're still not winning the championship. I don't care. So yeah, you make that. You get your assets, especially if they're not part of your game plan. I can't imagine Royce being part of their future. Maybe they make a Patty deal with him. I don't know. And that's my question to Jay. Please tell me that Dinwiddie is not in their future plan, and if he is, at a very discounted rate.
From what I've gathered so far, Brian Lewis started I think it was Brian Lewis started he's eligible for an extension back in August, and that the Nets were interested in extending him, and you've literally heard nothing about it in the last 2 months.
Yeah, man. It's got to mean something.
So,
extending Spence for what?
It doesn't make sense to extend him.
For what?
Nope.
But no, with trading Royce, with trading SD, all of those guys who are pending free agents, and I don't want it to be, but even with Clax potentially trading him because he's a potential free agent, we have to, even if we were the 5th seed, we have to prey on those teams who think that they're going to be contenders, and if around the trade deadline they've not done what we think that they were supposed to do, and go after those guys. So that could be Cleveland. If Cleveland thinks they're a top 3 seed. If they've underachieved, maybe Spider starts giving rumblings that he wants to leave. If the Pelicans have underachieved, maybe you see what's up with BI. I mean, you got to prey on those types of teams and dangle the free agents to be, which will open up cap space for these other teams.
Yep. That cap space is going to be, even with the way the new deal is going down, being able to provide cap relief to a team is a beautiful thing.
So, Jay, you would rather go for a star at the deadline or draft capital for the draft?
I'd rather go for a star. We got 10 picks over the next 7 drafts. What do we need more draft capital for? We're not the OKC Thunder.
I mean, I'm with Jay on that, but I look at it, I just say it this, I like whatever the best is available. Like if there's no star available and you can still cash in those players on some nice fucking assets to have, whether it's a pick or a young guy, I mean, whatever it is, like if you can cash in, you have, at the end of the day, the last few seasons that we've seen, how many times have we had this conversation about cashing in assets at the right time and not waiting too long to either not reap benefits for them or have to give picks attached to them to get rid of them? Like, that's gotta stop. Like, and these are, and it's not like these are scrub guys either. Like, these are guys that can contribute to a team in a very efficient, like good way. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're trying to get rid of 3 Patty Mills, or like a Joe Harris.
Yeah. It's interesting. Shelter he said we don't have a pick for 2024.
No, we don't, but that draft is not that good.
But don't we have a swap?
Yeah, the 2024 draft is not that good.
We don't have a swap. We have just an outright we give to him, right?
No, we have no picks in 2024, not first or second round.
Interesting.
What about 2025?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, 2025 we do. Oh, okay.
We got a pick from the Suns.
I think we have 2 picks in 2025.
I mean, the Nets could easily get into next year's draft.
Wait. What draft is what's his name? Oh, you know who I'm thinking about. The 6'8" guard, the white boy.
Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag.
25.
That's 25?
Yep.
Oh yeah, we need yeah. I would love to. We gotta get Cooper, yo. Cooper is nice, bro.
Are you guys about to top 5? You're about to have a guest on
He's
camera.
definitely going top.
Cooper Flag is projected to go number 1 in that draft.
Top 5 and 1, yeah.
You guys have LeBron endorsement. He's definitely top 5 automatically.
Cooper, yeah. Well, isn't Bryce going to be in that draft too? Not Bryce. Bronny.
Bronny, I think
Bronny is 2024.
I want to know. I want to make sure Bronny's okay. Is he legit? Like, I haven't heard anything about him. Like, is he cool? Like,
they said he's going to make a recovery.
So it was nothing like he has to worry about playing going forward, or just some freak thing.
I don't know, but I heard yesterday that he's going to make a recovery.
That's good.
I hope so, man.
But that 2025 draft, I know everybody loves Cooper Flag, and I'm not opposed to that. But whoever gets the second pick, Carlos Boozer's son, yo, he is.
Oh, I heard about him.
Yo, he is incredible.
Yeah, he's good too.
Carlos Boozer's son might be better than Cooper Flag.
Really? No.
You've never seen Carlos Boozer's son. Carlos Boozer's son is incredible.
He's got bounce. He's athletic too, right?
He's athletic. He could shoot long distance. He's a 3-level player.
Carlos Boozer's son, Cam Boozer.
Is it Cam Boozer? Cam Boozer?
Yeah, 2026 is his draft class.
How old is he?
He's 16 right now.
He's gonna have to.
No, when does he turn 17?
Cam turns 17.
If he classifies.
No, because the reason why I asked is because Cooper Flag just reclassified.
Yeah, he has to reclassify. If
and I'm seeing if Boozer is able to do the same.
If Cam Boozer reclassified, he might be able to make it. I don't know.
I thought he was able to do the same.
I'm not sure if he can, but
if I showed a slam video of Cooper Flag versus Cameron Boozer, would we get flagged?
No, you're good. You can throw it up.
All right, here I'll put this.
It depends when his birthday is, though, right?
Okay, Cam Boozer was born in July, and then Cooper Flag was born in December. So he's
Cooper
younger.
Flag's about to turn 17.
Yeah, he's turning 17.
That's why he reclassified. Okay. I thought they were the same class until he reclassified. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, they played each other? Okay.
They played each other this summer.
Yeah, this is Cooper versus each other.
Cam Boozer is incredible.
Is he 6'8"?
I think he's 6'10".
Oh, wow.
I believe the reason why Cooper Flag reclassified is because he knows he's competing for the number one spot with Cam Boozer.
It makes sense to me.
I wonder where they're both going to go, man. This 2025 might be interesting, man. That draft might be interesting. Yeah.
Both them kids can play, man.
But no, depending on how the season starts playing itself out, like, look, I know a lot of people have high hopes for the Nets. I get it. Our first 10 games are not easy at all.
No, not even the slightest. Like,
they are not easy at all. So we might be one of those teams who start out terribly.
Yes,
that's what I said. We might be trash. So it's like,
well, that's why I said it's going to take some time, bro.
If we are, then get rid of Spencer, get rid of
But there's teams who nobody is talking about who I think have the ability to make the playoffs. And one of those teams that I'm almost positive is going to make the playoffs, I think OKC is going to make the playoffs.
I do too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And nobody talks about them. I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Bro, the way Chet has looked? Oh, my God.
Which means a playoff team from the West from last year is not going to make the playoffs.
My vote is the Pelicans.
Again, and the Pelicans have people that we could go after, namely BI.
They gotta blow it up if they don't make the playoffs this year. There's no way. Well, they were ready to trade Zion at the this summer, weren't they? They was ready to trade somebody.
Zion.
It was I don't think they wanted to trade BI, but they were ready to trade Zion. I know that. If Zion gets hurt again this year, oh my God, you gotta trade him.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's like 6 years in a row.
Yeah, but good luck. That's going to be a fun.
That's like fun. 6. If Zion gets hurt again, that's like 6 years in a row.
That's a shame about like some players, man. Is they got all this like ridiculous level skill with these injuries. Just some people cannot escape.
JR said 7'1" Alexander Sarr is a better version of Claxton with offensive skills. I would trade Claxton for multiple picks to try to get him in the 2024 draft. Is he that good? Where is he from? Alexander Sarr.
He plays in Australia.
Australia? Oh. Uh-oh. You know Sean Marks loves that. Sean Marks love them Aussies. I gotta look at them.
I believe they projected that the Rockets would draft him with our pick.
Oh, Sarr?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think so.
If we do get a 2024 pick, though, like I don't think it'll be high unless we're. Yeah, I don't think it'll be high. It depends what team.
I mean, it's like if that's. I mean, is there? I guess the question becomes if they have to be like going for somebody big. I can't imagine that
they would waste it on just draft capital.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, do they have the Nets can go any way they want here, bro. Like, that's the reality. Like, they really want to hunt and go get somebody and save everything for a big name. They can do that. If they want to continue to add assets, they have the ability to do that. Like, they can do really. I mean, they're really in a great flexible position, and that's where it's going to be interesting to see what plays out, especially with other teams. Like Jay was saying, if somebody like Mitchell starts getting because that's really where we are outside of like signing a big name after getting a bunch of money off the books if we wanted to. Like,
that's the thing, you got to make that decision at the trade deadline, bro, because you lose two assets. You might lose 3 assets.
Yeah,
Clax,
but
Royce,
they're going to trade.
And
Dude,
Spence.
I guarantee you, either those guys, excuse me, they're going to be here past here with an extension, or they're not.
You talking about Claxton and Spence? And
Whoever,
Royce?
past the deadline. Like at the end of the day, like when can they announce an extension for Claxton?
Clax can't get extended. He has to, like, the way they did his contract.
Yeah,
he's got to become a free agent and then sign.
So basically, they're going to have to know.
Spence
at the
can
deadline,
get an extension though, but it's going to be an insane amount of money. Like it's an unbelievable amount of money.
The only way you keep Claxton at the deadline is if you know 100%. But that's still like you have to. You got to know where your relationship is with Claxton at the trade deadline, right? Like if he wants to stay and re-sign, like that's got to be 100% evident, because if there is any kind of iffiness of like, well, I'm going to go see what the market is and I'm going to go be, which is his right. You've got to look at it, which is a very uncomfortable conversation that could happen this season regarding Clax. Hopefully it's not for Nets fans' sake, but it's going to be interesting. Somebody's moving at the trade deadline, bro. Whether it's ultimately like getting a big star or whether it's not, like somebody's leaving. Like this team, I just failed to think that Sean Marks is not like, if the right name, like Dame, perfect example. Dame was available. If we wanted Dame, I really think we could have gotten Dame.
Oh yeah. You could.
And the fact that he chose
Dame
not
called
to,
us. He called us after he called us, and then Sean was like, "Nah, I'm good," and then he went to the Bucks.
And the fact that we didn't go after him, I think, shows a bit of smart patience, in my opinion. I know everybody's mixed on the Dame thing. I'm glad we didn't get him. I'm glad we didn't blow all our resources on him.
Once you got Dame, you had to get something.
Yeah, you had to go all in.
You can't bring him in and telling you we're pretty much gonna be Portland 2.0. Like you can't tell him we're gonna pretty much do what you went through last year just to build up for next year. No, can't do that.
I wonder if the Nets had made, and maybe Jay can hop in on this. They entertained the idea of getting Dame, but I wonder where the moves go after that, because even with, I think, like you said, we've all said, like once you go after Dame, you've got to go all in. Like you can't sit back. You can't pull punches. Like you've got to go out and get another piece.
If Sean Marks keeps, like I said, okay, he kept the assets, right? But if he keeps everybody after the trade deadline, that's not a good move. You're losing assets you're losing Clax.
That's not what we're talking about.
Well, you possibly losing Clax. You lose Spencer and you lose Royce.
That's not what I'm saying.
You don't get no assets. You don't get no draft. Yeah. You get no picks. You get no players. You get no star. If he keeps everybody else at the deadline, that's not a good move. That's not good.
Who said that, though? Because the only person I was thinking about was Claxton. Claxton, I think, is the only person you have to take a chance past the deadline if he wants to stay. You have to. If he says he wants to stay and you want him, you have to take that.
Yeah. Like the contract's gonna, like, basically, if for Clax to stay, you gotta have the contract ready as soon as that July whatever. What's the deadline on July whatever 1st?
You're walking down the hallway after being eliminated from your playing game. Just sign it.
Yeah, he's got to see he's getting more bread, and he's gonna have to, like, as soon as that deadline hits, boom.
Yeah, but that's why I mean, let's just put it this way: if the intention is to sign Clax, there's no way you don't see movement at the deadline, trying to dump some other players' contracts. In my opinion, it's just. Yeah. I can't imagine you don't, like it, especially the way they operate. You saw what they did this year to re-sign CJ. Jay said it like this; those were their moves. They did that to re-sign CJ. Yeah. If the right guy's not there and their only play is to sign Clax, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to get rid of a couple players to give Clax the big contract.
Yeah,
I wish we had just given Clax his contract last year instead of giving him a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
I know it would have been a little bit more risky, but the reward would have been so high.
And you could have got him a lot cheaper too.
Yeah.
And that extension, like the way we can't extend him. Like, what kind of contract is that, bro? Like, we can't extend Clax.
This is my issue with Sean Marks.
Yeah,
is that he makes low risk with his contracts because they look like high risk, high reward moves. But they're actually not high reward because you're letting these players become free agents so quickly that you're not reaping the benefits.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, and you're either forcing yourself to either trade them or take a very big gamble at the end of the season, and it's like, And that's the question. How does Clax really? Is Brooklyn Clax like? Is this his home? Is that what he wants to be? Is this where he wants to be? Is going to be the.
That's the scary part because he could just leave.
And
that's why I'm like, why did Sean do this? If he could have just made him eligible, like give him a contract as an extension eligible, so you don't have to worry about if he can just walk away. If he doesn't like you or you say something wrong, Clax can just, because he's going to get offers. Somebody's going to offer Clax.
If I understand this correctly, it doesn't matter. Like, are we? Because I'm a little spotty on some of these contracts because of the way his contract is now. Does that mean like we're not really in a position to can we offer him more than other teams or no?
When he's a free agent, yeah, we can, but we can't extend him before that.
All right.
Yeah, we can offer him money, but it's just that.
But we can go above other teams, correct?
Yeah, but just the scary part is that if Clax don't want to be here, he doesn't have to sign that contract. He could just walk.
Well, I doubt he wants to play with Harden anymore.
No, nah.
I have a feeling Harden's stock has slipped a little bit.
Harden might go to LA.
Where would he go? I don't know.
Like the way we as fans view players and how these players view each other is completely different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where the hell? I'm trying to put is there any players like Jay or anybody that know players that he's super tight with that he'd be
Jay said if Clax did get traded, I think he said OKC would be the team or the Spurs. He said OKC or the Spurs.
That would be
take him or would trade for him or give him money, give him a bag or something like that.
That would be
him and Wemby would be kind of crazy.
Dude, I watched Wemby again. I just watched him the other day, man. I'm just he'll just he'll do these moves, and you're just how is a guy that tall moving like that?
Man. Chet and Wemby are just it's basically the reincarnation of KD, but even taller. They're just
and skinnier.
Yeah,
they're yeah. If you could, it's bad enough KD's tall and skinny as he has been at times. Now you've got
it's KD changed the league.
The
with
updated version.
Tall shooting guard wings now, but now it's even he's getting outclassed because these guys are 7'3" doing what he does.
Yeah,
for these guys,
that's insane, dude.
Yeah, it's insane, bro.
I don't know if the human body will be able to support depending on how their bodies develop. As age goes on, it's when you're that tall. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle injuries throughout their career, but
yeah.
If you could be 7'3" and be fully healthy and never have injuries, imagine that, dude. That guy.
I pray both of them go through their careers healthy. I know Chet already had some form of injury that was kind of crazy, but I hope they go through injury free.
Yeah. All right.
That's the only thing you got to worry about when you're that big, trying to freaking pretend you're fucking Michael Jordan.
Hit that like button for us, y'all. We'll be back probably. What's the next game? Monday?
Yeah.
Monday against the Sixers. Monday against Philly. Will Embiid and Harden play? Because I heard Nick Nurse was talking about this is the game he wants them to play, I think.
Dude, that's right.
Yeah, he said this is the game he wants them to play.
Dude, if Ben is attacking, dude.
Ben gotta play
there's gonna be some sparks in that game, bro.
Yeah, I want to.
Dude, imagine if Ben does one of his dunks he's done in the last 2 games and he just dunks on Embiid.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
Just
I would love that.
Full on,
I will literally buy a Ben Simmons jersey on the spot.
You're gonna buy the Ben Simmons jersey.
I'm gonna make a bet. This is kind of foul, but I'm gonna make a bet to anybody that's willing to take it. Maybe I'll pick somebody out. I'm gonna bet if Ben dunks on Embiid and then he does like the full in the nuts in your face dunk, I'm gonna give one lucky follower $100.
That's gotta be a technical foul, right? Because I remember Anthony Edwards did.
Hey, I don't care if it's a technical foul. I'm just saying if he dunks on Embiid and brings his nuts, bam, goes
If Ben dunks on Embiid and basically teabags him, you're gonna give $100 to somebody in the chat.
No, I'll just say this: if he dunks on him, if he mashes on Embiid, $100 to somebody.
And there's only people in this chat.
Stream. Well, no, okay,
chat?
So
or this chat, or is the stream we in?
Okay. So there's how many people are watching right now? Let's do this right now. How many people
in this stream or the
okay, if they're in the stream right now,
yeah,
and you want to participate, which means you're gonna have to communicate with me probably through Twitter,
yeah,
and have to be following me, and hopefully I'm following you, and we can communicate. I need to see like the money emojis, and then I'll just pick somebody random. I need to see money emojis. And then when I see all the money emojis, and then I'll
in the Sixers chat or in this chat?
In the whatever. What do you mean?
In this stream? Okay, in this stream. All right. So all right,
stream
put your money emojis up. Put your money emojis.
Yeah, money
up
emojis.
Right now, man.
And if Ben dunks on Embiid, I'll pick somebody and you get $100.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, somebody's gonna have to go to Ben's. Somebody's gonna go call Ben or gonna go to his crib and be like, "Yo,
dude, if Ben dunks on Embiid, bro,
Ben's gonna lock Harden up." Yeah, we locked Harden up last year, didn't we?
Okay, yeah, but it was at the expense of letting Embiid do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, it was.
Like we let him do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, we let him. Yeah.
Any baseball fans, the Braves are out of the playoffs. Just letting y'all know. So if you're a Mets fan, you are on cloud 9 right now. But at the same time, you're kind of sad because the Phillies won, and it's just fuck Philly.
So wait, what's the playoffs on MLB right now?
2 conferences. It's the Rangers and the Astros on one side, and it's the Phillies and I believe. Check notes here.
So we got one person that signed up, AJ. I steal EBT cards, put the money up, money much.
Nah, that's a crazy display.
Nah, bro.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, if you steal EBT cards, I ain't giving you $100.
You still EBT?
I ain't giving you $100 if you steal EBT.
Yo, I pray to God, bro.
It's like one thing. Like I'll cut people slack if you get EBT cards, but if you're out stealing them, motherfucker.
Oh my God, I'm praying to God that the Astros don't win, man. I hate.
Yeah,
the Astros
so
much.
It's Diamondbacks, Phillies, Astros, Rangers.
I don't even care about baseball. Fuck
I hate the Astros so much, man. I really hope the Astros lose. I'm rooting for the Astros to lose.
Didn't the Astros have like a cheating thing?
They always do.
Yeah.
Not this year though. I think they learned. But I will say I hope I hope they fail miserably. I hope all their bats break.
And that Rangers bullpen kind of sucks. So I'm with y'all. Fuck the Astros, but Rangers bullpen fucking sucks. Like really bad.
Damn. So you think Astros got it?
It really comes down to bullpen. The offense is there for both teams. It really just comes down to pitching, which Astros just have out the fucking wazoo, unfortunately.
Damn, son. Yeah, I really hope they. No, yeah. Thank you, BB. Thank you, man. I hope they beat the Astros, man. It looks like nobody wants money, man.
No,
we'll do it the Sixers. We'll do it the Sixers. Do it the Sixers.
I think I think I'm going with Ruby. If Ben dunks on Embiid, right? Just dunks on him. I don't care how nasty it is. Ruby will get $100.
I'm surprised we didn't see more money emojis. Y'all don't want money? I'm surprised.
Nobody wanted money, dude. 77 people are like, nah, I'm good. I don't need 100. Fuck that. I don't want to talk to Saint.
And in the chat,
I was about to drop it back.
I don't want to give
that.
All you got to do is give me your Venmo fucking scam
I was about to put on a money bag emoji.
All of a sudden you see AJ pop up.
You see that's Kate to put an emoji. I was about to put the money emoji, bro. Shit, I don't know. Yeah.
Hey guys,
100 not enough. Whatever. Hey man, 100's always enough, man.
100's definitely enough.
You can do a lot of shit with $100. If you can't figure out to have fun with $100,
Yeah,
especially if you're not in New York City. If you're not in New York City and you have $100, that's a lot.
Yeah, but I think even in New York City, you could figure out how to.
Yeah, no, $100. Yeah,
I still think $100
obviously legal fun. You have enough options for $100.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
Especially, I think 2 people is your max limit on that $100. One person definitely, you could have a whole bunch of fun. Two people, you could make it work depending on what you do. Go to a movie.
Y'all be going to messed up place. Y'all like a movie's was like $36 for 2 adults. $36 for 2 adults.
Yeah, and then whatever junk you want, you're good.
I'm saying some of y'all think
if you go to the right restaurants, you can get something under $100.
This is why I hate Twitter, because people think going out you need to spend north of $150 or $200. You really don't. No, it's about knowing where to go and understanding bang for your buck over just paying shit ton of money.
After being in a relationship for 10 years with kids and then being back out on the market and seeing how some people do dating. Whew.
Yeah, bro. They be spending a bag on them. There was a video
some of the expectations out there, man. Oh my.
There was a video that went viral on Twitter about some girl, like she got the guy took her to Cheesecake Factory and she wouldn't get out the car. She said she was like, "You're taking me to Cheesecake?"
Oh my,
she was like,
I told y'all in chat.
I'd be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go eat and I'll see you when I get out.
I told y'all in chat that thing with the woman. She ate like 48 oysters. So first of all, the video started and she's like, "Yo, I'm not really even feeling this day all that much, so I'm gonna just drain his pockets." And it was like a dozen oysters, $15.
She said that on video?
That was on TikTok. So it was like a dozen oysters, $15 each. She had 48 oysters, and had the nerve to look up and say, "What else we eating?" And guess what old boy do? He fucking left, as he should.
Yeah, that's wild. She had like 4 plates of oysters. That's OD.
48 oysters? Do y'all know how much money that is?
That's crazy.
And y'all not on the y'all not near no ocean, so I don't think it's the fresh oysters you getting.
I don't even eat oysters, so I would have been tight at that date. I would have been so sick.
A fucking oyster! I gotta hear you slurping oysters for like an hour. No.
He went to he's like, "Yo, I gotta go to the bathroom," and then he just dipped.
She's like, "So, hi, Chubbs." I want another 20. Come on,
oysters it's the most unappealing fucking food to eat. I bet the people who eat it and love it, I'm sure it's wonderful, but it's not a pleasant experience, especially when you're the one paying for it.
You know that sounded fucking gnarly on the other side of that microphone. Hey, Chubbs, I want some more oysters.
40. It's like, oh my god, $15 a plate, and she had 4. That's like $60. That's fucking damn near.
Hey, hold on a second. Don't go anywhere. Don't shut it down yet, AJ.
Nah, I'm shutting this down, man. This is out of control, man. Chat, man. We're out of here, man.
I missed everybody. All right, I'm gonna be the only one on camera. All right, bye.
If you really New York, yeah. Shout out to JR.
So come Monday.
Yeah, we'll be back on. If you're really from New York, you can easily work 100 for you and your girl. Just gotta thank you, JR. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. That's a fact. That's a big fact.
Hey, at least and just make sure you young guys, you make sure when you date somebody, make sure they understand the value of money. Because if they understand the value of money, then it's all good. But if they don't,
and the first step is when it comes to understand the value of money. Understand what financing is, and it can be anything: house, car, even objects like a phone. Understand financing is a fucking scam. At most, house is the only thing I would value financing.
The only way financing is not a scam is if you have the money to buy it.
Exactly.
And you buy it using the financing so that you can help build your credit, and you immediately get it and you pay that shit off.
Exactly.
Let's go. That's financial gurus, man. We teaching you game right here, yo. This is
I may be the old bastard of the group, but I've been there. I've made the mistakes, So
no, I'm saying no reason to get the $36,000 car in 5 years is going to be like $10,000.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I meant
new cars devalue so fast. It's not
to be honest with you, I'm thinking about because I bought one of them badass GMC Sierra 1500, like fully
but
decked out, right? But I'm thinking about selling that. No, I could, but what I'm thinking about doing is doing exactly what you just said. Is I think I'm gonna sell it, get rid of it, maybe take a little bit of hit, right? Paying off the thing, but then using that to buy a vehicle that's like, say, 30,000 cash straight, boom. And just
the value gets you a whole lot more. So many
cash. Yeah. Buy the car cash.
Yep. And then that's the way to do it. And then build on whatever you buy. That's usually the best way to do it if you buy a nice enough vehicle.
Yeah, on top of that, car notes with interest, that's a fucking death wish, especially if you're not flexible.
I'm just tired of the whole getting a new car thing, dude. I'm really so over it. Like, there's always all these great technologies, like, but I'm ready to like settle in. Just like at this stage, like I don't give a shit. Like I don't need to drive my car with a fucking Meta Quest 2 headset right now.
Shout out to BB. He said for 100, I'm gonna take her out for a slice of pizza. Shout out to Chill said I'll wipe my ass with
for 100.
He said he wiped my ass 100.
Whoa, slow down. Wait, for 100, I'm gonna take her out. That's some expensive ass pizza. Or you plan on pocketing some money?
On top of that, let's be honest. You never
like what else for a slice of pie? That's what's the slice of pie in New York now? I know when I left there, it was like $1.50.
You could go to the Matt. You can go to like the Matt. Don't they got the $2 pizza?
A really good spot, like $10-$15, depending on the if you get like the largest pie, that's like damn near $18-$17.
What about that $2 pizza? And don't they got that like in
yeah. So BB, you got $80 left over. What you do? What else are you doing besides pizza?
Yeah, go to the bar, happy hour. That's a fucking thing. Yeah. Unless you're accounting for gas, $100 can get you a lot. Especially if you got a Metro card. Take the fucking train.
Yeah, depending on whatever. Yeah.
Chill said he wipe his ass with. Yo, give me some money then, Chill. You got your brother.
You wipe your ass with $100 bills. Like, I don't need 100.
Cash app me that, bro.
I never heard anybody complain about taking free money. Nah,
I never heard anybody
have a Chills has $100 limit on free money he won't take. He's like, wait, free money? How much is it? $100? Nah. I don't.
He said we're a tax accounting podcast now.
Yeah, like I'll say this.
Well, BB, what are you doing with the other 80? You said you were gonna $100, $20 a pie. What are you doing with the other 80?
Shout out to who else is in here? Chill says saying you making good money, making 500. Yo, Chill. I swear you probably don't even. You probably were just saying that just to say it, bro. You're not saying you don't wipe your ass at 100.
Dude, you guys are gonna get sick of me now that I don't have to go back to work for like a good 6 or so months. You guys are gonna hate.
He said pocketing it. All right.
Yeah, man. You don't have to spend $500. Obviously, every once in a while, if you feel like the person you are going out with is worth it, but understand, take a drive to some of the places where some of these people live and understand what you're spending this money on. And ladies in the chat, this also applies to you too.
Okay, I will say this: $100 on a first date, if you're trying to impress the girl, not enough. $100
first date, of course, not
$100 already an established relationship, more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we will close business side of Nets Kingdom.
Yeah, thank you guys for this. This is a tax accounting podcast now, so we're gonna change it now.
Yeah, like if I like a girl, there's no money limit on if I like the girl. Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. But I'm saying, if this is a regular girl that, not for nothing, she did some strange stuff for way less money than you're trying to put up, it's not worth it. And I don't mean to be a dick about that, but that's kind of the real shit. There's a lot of men
girl you're talking about that if you saw like 3 years later, you wouldn't remember her name type girl.
Nope. Like I'm talking about the just straight. I'm trying to find a better word than to say ghetto, because that's not a good term to use for women nowadays.
Or how about this? You're going out with somebody just because you're lonely. So they're just
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Hit that like button.
Have a good night. Hit the like button on the way up. Subscribe. We'll be back Monday.
Yep.
I'll either be here on stream or on Spaces. I haven't decided yet. I have to be there for the very first day that Brandon comes back. I don't know if that's the next game or not, but I have to be there to harass him. All right, y'all. You have a good night.
I'm going ghost!